Carter, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Carter, and I'm 12 years old.
Hi, my name is Claudia Ahlstrom, and I'm Carter's mom. Living with autism is challenging because kids with autism like predictable things. So if you ever stray from the routine or change from the pattern of behavior that they've established, they'll have a meltdown.
But I don't want to leave now.
We're not leaving now. We're not leaving now. We have time.
They'll get upset, they'll get angry, they'll protest.
I need to get my jacket. Wait.
When Carter was younger, it all used to be in the public setting. So Disneyland, grocery stores, friends' homes, anything that disrupted his routine would cause a meltdown.
Hi, my name is Eva Ahlstrom. I'm Carter's younger sister, and I'm 9 years old. I used to ask my mom, does Carter have a disease? And she said, no, it's something that he's born with. And I'd say, will he ever get better? And when I think back on that, it makes me feel really bad, because I can't imagine her feelings at the time.
I'm Leslie. I'm a behavior therapist.
And I'm Catherine, and I'm a behavior analyst. So I think a big misconception is that children who are diagnosed with autism are trying to be difficult or trying to misbehave, and like any other human being, they're doing what's easiest to them, and doing what they've learned will get them what they need. And for some individuals it's tantruming, some it's aggression, for some it's running away.
You tell him. Let me stay home. Let me stay home.
He wants to know
Let
what's
me
wrong.
stay home.
I'm Ben Ahlstrom, and I am Carter's father. Because of the sensitivities he has with his body, he doesn't like even a short sleeve shirt. He likes to wear tank tops. One of the things that we try is to stretch his flexibility a little bit. We work on things like, when is it appropriate to wear tank tops? In the middle of the winter, it's probably not the best time. Not that we want him to be like everybody else, because he's a unique person. We don't want to lose the individuality that he has.
Generally, Carter avoids social situations. He likes the idea of hosting people or having a party, but once the people come, he's not quite sure what to do with them. So that could mean being in their face too much, or the complete opposite, which is kind of hiding and avoiding them because he doesn't know quite what to say or how to say it or how to engage in the whole reciprocal piece of conversation.
You're bound to have something in common with everyone, even if it's something really small, like you both have siblings. And so I think figuring out the commonality that you have with someone or with someone with autism, and then basing your conversation or your activities around that could be helpful.
Well, earlier you had asked me, what are things that I would like people to know about autism? And I think the first thing I'd want people to know is to not stereotype. If you know one person with autism, you know one person with autism. We can't expect that all kids with autism or adults with autism are savants, or not everyone has lost language. I've also heard people say, he speaks so well. And I'm thinking, well, he's always spoken well. He never lost language.
Did you have fun?
Yes, I did. I love it here. I forgot how much I forgot how much fun it is.
Will you come back?
Yeah, I think maybe I will.
Autism is often referred to as a disability, and I wish we could lose the dis. I'd rather us think different ability, because dis suggests they're lacking.
There's a term called learned helplessness that basically means like they have over time learned to be helpless because people have done things for them. And so by challenging kiddos that have autism, you're able to teach them that they are capable of more than people expect them to be capable of.
Carter never knew how to ride a bike. My wife came to me last winter and said, I've heard of this great program to help kids ride a bike. So I was not really on board at that time, but my wife, in her wisdom, said, no, this is something we really should do. And this summer, he went to this program, and sure enough, the first day was not a good day, and he was ready to go home. Day 2, with a lot of things like Carter, was 180-degree difference from day 1. He was open, he tried it, and sure enough, by the end of the week, he was riding a bike and still rides a bike today.
There we go. Awesome job, Carter. Nice job. That's perfect.
He has this incredible memory. And so it's almost like this encyclopedia of knowledge that's in his mind. But he won't tap it until it's totally relevant to the conversation. And another time I remember I was chatting with a lady at a party, and Carter was sitting right between us. And the lady and I were talking about going to Mexico. And we were talking about going to the pyramids. And we couldn't remember the name of the pyramids that we'd seen. And out of nowhere, he chimes in right between us and he says, "The pyramids of Teotihuacan in Mexico City?" And we're like, yeah, it was Teotihuacan in Mexico City.
He's funny. He has so many jokes. Like the other day we were at a restaurant, and we were outside eating, and a guy rode past us on his bike, and he's like, "I have a joke for you." And he told us the joke, and then Carter told a joke. And soon it was kind of like a joke war, and whoever told the most jokes would win. And so I think that was really cool because I could have never thought of that.
The other thing, besides his great memory, is that he's super organized. He has his lunch where it needs to be, his iPad where it needs to be, everything's charging when it needs to be charged, his room, he has certain clothes he likes to wear, and it's always hanging. And as a mom, that's something I'm grateful for. Another piece is that he's very loyal. He will always defend the underdog. If he notices that another child is being bullied, he'll step right in the middle and he'll defend the underdog. The curious thing is that he's often the underdog, and he doesn't see that. He sees himself as a defender, a protector. The other thing I'd like to see is that we all have more patience and understanding with people who have autism.
When I'm introducing Carter, I say, "So this is my brother Carter. He has autism." And I say that because if they don't know and he's acting kind of strange, they'll probably ask, "Why is he acting like that?" And so I introduce it earlier on. It helps them understand why he's acting a bit strange.
We were all raised not to stare. But what I'd like to see is, instead of not staring, I'd like people to not look away from them, to not give the side eye to their friends when they see someone with autism. I'd like them to attempt to talk to them.
What are some of your favorite things to do?
Some of my favorite things to do are play on the computer.
I read Lego magazines.
I like to play video games in the basement with my friend Stefan. I like to pet my dog Chiquita.
And to play the board game Jenga.
Nice. That one's really fun.